force with the Head Gravity Tour. Head updates the Gravity Tour with a stunning flip design and loaded it with technologies. The paddle features an average weight of 8.1 ounces and is built with a polymer core and a graphite composite blend hitting surface. The Sweetspot Power Core creates a massive, forgiving sweet spot, while the hybrid hitting surface with SpinOn technology provides the best of all worlds for the ultimate blend in power, comfort, control, and stability. When I was looking at the Head Pickleball paddle lineup for 2023, I actually gravitated towards the Gravity Tour for a couple reasons. The first was I really liked the cosmetic. It's really stunning bronze color that made me kind of pick it up and look at it. And then I was a little skeptical of the head shape. I am not typically used to this shape. And when I headed down to the court though, I was actually pleasantly surprised that I didn't have any adjustment period. I actually really nicely transitioned into this paddle. And the first thing that I noticed was the sweet spot. I actually thought it was really big and forgiving, and that no matter where I hit it on the paddle, I was getting a nice consistent response, which actually helped me play better.
Well, the first time I picked it up was right after you were using it, and you were playing really well with it, so I wanted to get it in my hand, see if I could play well with it too. And I had a bit of an adjustment period. It's a lot more powerful than the paddle I typically use, and so I just, when I was dinking, I was overhitting my dinks at first. Also, I missed a few returns long when I was just trying to drive the ball deep and then get into the net. So once I got the power thing sorted out, I played much better with it, and I agree that sweet spot is really forgiving, and it seemed like wherever I hit on the paddle, I was getting a nice healthy shot off the paddle face. I
also noticed that power as well, and I use that to my advantage, but I also, when I look at a paddle, I always see what the texture of the surface is. I like that grippy surface, and that helps me get spin. And this one I'd say is medium. I do feel a little bit of texture there, and that helped me with both my top spin and my underspin, and to keep that power under control. I found myself playing around on my serve with some nice spin, and then even at the baseline and my opponent was up at net, I was trying to drop it at their feet, kind of getting them to pop it up. So really impressed with both the spin and power aspects.
Yeah, it was really forgiving for me too. When I had to play reaction volleys, I thought the paddle was pretty maneuverable. And also that powerful response meant I didn't have to get a ton behind the ball to hit a nice volley. And then when the ball was jammed at my feet and I'm right on the dink line, I was able to dig it out nicely, either play a dink back, or I had that mass I could use to push the ball deep if the opponent was in the backcourt there. Plenty of grip on the paddle surface, I'd agree there. I've actually got the Gravity Tour Light in my hand, and I prefer this one, a little less power because it's not quite as much weight. And then I can whip it through even faster. And so I'm getting a lot of spin out of this paddle compared to the regular Gravity Tour.
Yeah, if I had to give one negative for the Gravity Tour, it was that I wasn't the biggest fan of the feel. Now, that's more of a personal preference. I just wasn't feeling as connected as I wanted to at times. And the other thing was I do have a two-handed backhand that I really love to use. And this handle was okay. I didn't feel like I could get fully two hands on that handle to really get that angle. And I do know that there's actually a long handle LH and a short handle SH for maybe a player like you that only uses the one hand with and doesn't change their grip. So lots of options from the Gravity Tour line.
Yeah, I just use one hand and I don't really change my grips a whole lot. So super easy paddle for me to jump into. As I said, I prefer the light version a little bit more, but it was a really fun playtest. Thanks for joining us today for this paddle review. For more information on anything paddle related, be sure to go to totalpickleball.com.